Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. It's your boy Perry. We're going to be diving into just a couple things that they changed with Mop Classic. We're going to be talking about it. This post came out yesterday, so we're we're a little late covering it. We had a busy day yesterday, Summer Game Fest, all that good stuff. If you don't follow the Twitch, go over to Pokeperry TV, follow the Twitch. That's where we were covering Summer Game Fest. We were live for like 8 hours yesterday. But yeah, anyways, I'll see you over there. We're going to go to the blue post and read about the changes that Blizzard made to it. So, here we are. We're back. Raid Finder will not be available in Mists of Pandaria Classic, right? So, Blizzard released a statement about the upcoming instance content in MoP Classic. As the development team weighs their options, they have come to the decision to not include the Raid Finder system in Mists of Pandaria Classic. Instead, Blizzard has developed a new dungeon mode called Celestial Dungeons, which will allow players to earn LFR gear. So that's interesting. It's basically going to be like the Twilight Dungeons. If you haven't played Cataclysm Classic, there's a thing called Twilight Dungeons where you basically can farm. It's like heroic dungeons. You get this crazy good buff that makes you stronger, actually, and it makes the Twilight Dungeons are easier than normal heroics, if that makes any sense. But you're able to earn your LFR equivalent gear, guys. You can get a full set of Dragon Soul gear right now on Cataclysm Classic. If you haven't checked that out, I highly advise you to. Maybe start leveling some characters, get them ready for MoP. But yeah, let's just dive in and see what Blizzard had to say about this, right? Greetings. As we've put a lot of thought and care into crafting the upcoming Mists of Pandaria Classic experience, we've developed two important updates, and we'd like to provide insight into them. The Raid Finder. The journey through development and Classic expansions has given us countless opportunities to look back on the intent and the outcomes of decisions that the original team made and about certain features. Fortunately, we've gotten to discuss those decisions with the same team members who made them, because they're still here at Blizzard, okay, and ask whether they were successful in accomplishing their goals. We've also listened intently to players if they've recounted their memories and experiences with the original content. Not sure if you guys can remember back in the day with LFR. I personally thought it was bad. It got people just stopped chatting with each other. It was all about like, oh, just click a button, queue up for LFR, queue up for dungeons, boom, you're good to go. But anyways, in 2011, raiding was a relatively niche activity, largely limited to organized guild groups that expected a fixed raiding schedule and picked groups during current content were non-existent on most realms. Thus, the development team introduced Raid Finder towards the end of Cataclysm to make raiding more accessible, despite recognizing that it would weaken some social bonds because so few people were actually getting to face the Lich King or see Ragnaros after playing through Molten Front content. In Progression Classic, however, we've seen far more players participating in normal raiding, and there is every reason to expect that to continue into Mists Classic. I believe that. I think everyone will continue to be raiding and social, as long as we don't put those systems in the game that make them not become social. Considering all points of view and weighing our options very carefully, we made the decision to develop MoP Classic without the Raid Finder team. Classic progression realms have evolved differently over the last 5 years than original WoW did in 2007 to 2012. Classic players have built a robust and consistent raiding ecosystem, and we believe that moving into MoP Classic without a Raid Finder system will set the stage for a stronger raiding community to emerge. Of course, that leaves us with two questions. How will players progress through the legendary quest, and how will players obtain Raid Finder tier gear? Well, ta-da! You get introduced to Celestial Dungeons. Celestial Dungeons are a new dungeon difficulty in MoP Classic that stand as the culmination of everything we've learned from the Titan Rune Dungeons and Wrath Classic. Now, if you played Wrath Classic, Titan Dungeons were cool. I really messed with them heavy. They were awesome. They were awesome for gearing out alts and then getting into TOGC or ICC. So, totally agree with that. Elemental Rune Dungeons and Cataclysm Classic. Yep, that's the Twilight stuff we were just talking about. Celestial Dungeons are a new additional difficulty tier, selectable from the Dungeon Finder, designed for players who are ready to move beyond heroic dungeons, infused with occasional raid level mechanics and enemies, including appearances from bosses of the current raid tier. Okay. Inside, players will commune with the August Celestials, gaining powerful blessings to help overcome enhanced challenges. Strategic use of these blessings will be key to success. You'll also find gear that offers more power than heroic dungeon gear, including all items that use it to drop in the Raid Finder, particularly all the tier pieces. That's cool. Items that will be target farmable, as well as random drops. We like that. Currency dropped by bosses that can be used to purchase a wide variety of the above. Now that's what we have with the Conquest points, and the Valor points, and all this stuff that's in Cata right now. Legendary quest progress with quest additions made to preserve the lore should players choose to use Celestial Dungeons rather than raids to progress their legendary quest chain. And Celestial Dungeons will grow with each raid tier. Throne of Thunder and Siege of Orgrimmar will bring new threats and rewards, and new Celestial powers to master. Previous tier rewards will remain available, so transmog hunters and collectors won't miss out. So that's cool. Get the previous tier rewards as well. Celestial Dungeons will go live 2 weeks after Mogo Shan Vaults opens, okay, giving players time to explore the raid before diving into this new challenge. We believe this approach keeps the spirit of Classic alive, rewarding commitment, encouraging social play, and offering meaningful progression, while still making content accessible in a more engaging and respectful way. That's good. That means they're trying to preserve the social aspect. That's the social aspect that we all loved back in 2004 Vanilla WoW. Everyone loved how social everybody had to be. You were talking 24/7 trying to get in groups. You were getting groups to kill Hogger guys. You were getting groups to go into dead mines, SFK, like it was just, that was the community. And that's what people love about Vanilla WoW and even 2019 Classic WoW, right? Thank you all for all your feedback on the development of MoP Classic, and thanks for going on this journey with us. We can't wait to see you. We can't wait to see how you tackle the challenges ahead. The WoW Classic team. I applaud them for that. I like that they didn't bring the LFR back, as they realized that that made the game way less social, right? Putting LFR. I mean, the Dungeon Finder tool, it's like, that is what it is. I'm not thrilled about that either. I like that you were used to talk to people to get the groups together, but that's for another day, another topic there. But at least LFR is not coming in MoP, so that's good. All right, let's talk about it. I think that LFR change is good. I think adding the Celestial Dungeons as a way, like, they didn't take anything away from you. Basically, they just made it so that you got to be a little bit more social, and we could still earn the LFR raid tier, guys. Like, you could still get your gear that you need out of the Celestial Dungeons. So I see that as a win-win for every Classic player, every player that was looking forward to playing MoP. I think that's a win-win. I don't think it's a bad thing. I think you can get all the gear anyway that you were getting from LFR, and you're still getting the experience from raiding and all that. So I think it's a great change that they made. I'm really happy that they didn't put it back in. And yeah, I'm looking forward to playing MoP. I played a little bit when I was younger, when it first came out, but we really didn't raid or do any endgame content. We just leveled the character, I think, to 90, and then that was it. So yeah, let me know down in the comments below what your thoughts are, guys. I'd love to see you there. I'd love to see you over on the Twitch, Pokeperry TV. We're live Monday through Saturday, so go stop over there, throw us a follow, hang out, chill with the boys. But yeah, anyway, that's going to be the end of the video. I hope you guys found this video useful or helpful. If you did, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, turn on post notifications so you don't miss the next video I post. I'll see you in the next one. And that's for sure. Jericho, about to kill your ass. Oh, P-Dom. Oh, shoot. P-Dom got P-clapped, boy. You got clapped up, P-Dom.